Viel Spaß mit dem Video. Fuori Concorso 2024 am Lago di Como. The video will be a little bit German, a little bit English, understandable for everybody. Cars are pretty much self-explaining. I will show you every single car that is displayed here at Fuori Concorso, and the other video will be the Concorso de eleganza Vielen Dank, which is over there. You have to walk at the lake. Also ab geht die Post.
This morning.
It's very crowded today. Seems like it got popular. My video from last year was not so full. Last year I recorded this one when it was loaded and unloaded. This is the Jamaican band which is playing after Christian von Koenigsegg is speaking. Hoffentlich glänzt sein traumhaft schöner Kopf heute genauso wie jedes Jahr. Kleiner Gag für alle Deutschen. As I mentioned, a full walkthrough. I show you everything, uncut video, not missing anything. Da unten steht der Arne, Grüße an dich, hat es doch reingeschafft, eben hat er mich noch gefragt. Komisch. Stopp mal das Video, ich muss mal laut Arne rufen, oder wir rufen es im Video. Arne! Hört mich nicht. Arne ist ein leidenschaftlicher Carspotter aus Neuss bei Düsseldorf. Arne! Habt ihr das reingeschafft? Sehr, Assistenten, perfekt! Sehr gut! Nicht schlecht. Cool. Die haben es als Assistenten reingeschafft, da unten stehen sie. Dann hätten wir wahrscheinlich auch Assistenz irgendwie machen können. So, da hinten fliegt irgendeiner mit dem Helikopter. Yeah, there it is. Let me stop and video will go on over there. So, hier die ganzen Fotografen. There was fully recording it being unloaded and loaded on a truck, and it has its own video. Wenn ihr in YouTube eingebt uthixo F1 unloading or something, no loading, you will find it. Lola. Morgan race car. People sitting on those things. Lotus race car. In the building to my left you have a little boutique.
Adesso me la devo menare un pochino con Dexter.
Free water. A very delicious water that I just had. Frisanti means sparkling. Um Gottes Wille.
Wer ist denn da?
Es ist mir eine Ehre. Was heißt rotes Band? So, hier kurz die Kollegen aus Frankfurt getroffen. Some, let's call them colleagues. Kann schlafen. Liebe Grüße an Jonas. If you don't like my voice, you can mute it and just listen to cool music and have a look at the cars. Klassische Klauerbüchs. Das ist die Kiste, die eben auf der Straße rumgefahren ist. Wenn ihr meinem Instagram folgt, dann habt ihr den gerade auf der Straße gesehen. If you follow my Instagram, you've seen this one in the story in blue on the street. I bet I'll record it in the other video, but this video is exclusively for Fuori Concorso. Huayra R, recorded them on the racetrack private track day of Huayra R owners. Exclusive footage on my channel. I have a whole Pagani playlist that you should watch if you like this car. It sounds pretty much insane. Green carbon fiber. It was an Aventador pushing it down there, if you heard the sound in the background. The thing is, you have to climb up all the way up there. Last year it was raining hard and then the humidity was insanely high and it was hot and the sun was coming out, and I remember walking up all the way up there, and damn, I was sweating. But they had like a very special gin over there, and when you are a guest here, then everything is free. But yeah, this is what I remember. Long walk. That's why I took my walking shoes today. They even said it in the email. Take walking shoes with you because you have to walk a lot. It's very steep. Alte Klapperbüchs. Aber klingt wenigstens noch solide, ne? They have a red number on the side. Must be a rally. And they have British license plates. Yeah, it is. What is it saying? Como, Seco, and something else, I don't know. It's saying where they're heading on the side on the sticker, but I can't read it, it's too far away, too small. So they're constantly washing these cars over the day. That's their only job. Jesus, it's a new Vantage. I thought it's a DB12. It has the exact same front, but the rear end looks different. The rear looks like a Vantage. Huracan down there. Interesting, new Vantage. Now it's getting a little bit better. 177. It's been a long time since I've seen one. Now they're going nuts for the girl. Yeah, now they're all getting a hard one. Let's record her as well. I know you guys love it. Ridiculous how they all started recording her. If you watch the video again, she was just going in already. She did this 2 times. Maybe she's someone that people know. I don't know. I have no clue. I don't know her. The last time I've seen a 177 was not... it wasn't too long. It was in Düsseldorf because they are selling one, but before that it's been like, I don't know, 6-7 years. It was the Dragon Rally, and they arrived in Frankfurt, but it's years ago. I don't know how long, 8 years, 6 years or something. They're still all coming. I think one guy is officially for her because he talks with her, but the others just thought, yeah, let's go, let's use the moment for clicks and fame. Looks very stunning here. For people that know the area, I have a close friend. I have a close friend, and she has a house. Her father has a house at Lake Lugano, which is very close to here, and she told me that the Como people are very ghetto. And that's when you go through Como, it really seems like it's very ghetto. Of course, there's a villa over here and some over there, but overall, the people in Como seem to be, yeah, that's what she said. She said they are ghetto, and that's my impression as well. When I came here first, I really thought like, yeah, it's kind of ghetto if you go to Como itself and see the people here. But that's just how it is, yeah. Maybe someone from Como will come and tell me that I'm wrong, but yeah, I'm sorry. That's what she said, and she has a house in Lugano, so at the lake. She knows people from here, so I believe her. She's very smart. Let me stop the video for a moment and head upstairs. So, jetzt bin ich da den Buckel hoch gekrabbelt. I just climbed the mountain over here. No, this was okay. Last time I was like walking up all the way up. And look what I found. Last year it was white and did not have a gold Marzian on the back. Marzian badge. Last time it was black, I think. Car was white. Everything else was black. Gambala Marzian. Looks pretty cool from up here as well. Let me walk around it.
Okay, and he has a real camera.
So from here, let's walk over there to Koenigsegg, and Christian has his talk soon. Oh, it's saying Martin over there. Let's walk here. So over here is Porsche with the brand new Macan, and this is a Koenigsegg. It has a Koenigsegg engine in it, and this is the gate to the Koenigseggs. I can't show you Porsche because there was music playing and YouTube freezes my video because of copyright.
Who has set this up for us all today, and I'm just blown away by your efforts, and also of course our wonderful Koenigsegg car owners who is part of this effort as well. It's unbelievable. Yes. So thank you very much everyone. It brings tears to my eyes. Amazing. And this year we actually celebrate a 30-year anniversary for Koenigsegg, meaning I started the company in 1994 and now it's 2024. So time flies. It makes me feel, I guess, kind of old, having done this for 30 years. Still, I feel almost like the same person as when I started. Equally excited and equally kind of ready to push forward for the next thing and excited about the future. So in one way, an extremely long time, in a way, and in one way, very, very short. But I will run the story for you in a few minutes. Probably will take 10-15 minutes to run through all those 30 years, but I will do my best to not bore you. So I had a dream since I was a young boy to build my own car. I didn't necessarily dream about a car company. I just wanted to build my own car that should stand out and prove itself against the worldwide competition. And I got this inspiration from a Norwegian puppet movie called in English Pinchcliffe Grand Prix. In Norwegian it was called Sollte Grand Prix. And it's the most successful movie in Norwegian history. It's still on the cinema in Norway and they show it every Christmas Eve on Norwegian television. And it's a stop-motion movie about small puppies. They move around and they make model cars and they photograph each little movement. So it's before digital animation. And if anyone of you would ever see this movie, I think you will be blown away of the detail and kind of the exciting technological aspects of this movie. So it's about this bicycle repairman who lives on a Norwegian mountaintop, and he has this dream of competing in a Le Mans style race against the famous car brands of the world. and he has a few persons helping him, and they build this monster of a car. It's kind of course, this is a bit of a fairy tale as well. So it's a 12-liter engine in the front, rocket engine in the rear. It runs on renewable biofuel that you also can drink, which is a bit weird, and it has all these crazy innovations. And of course, it goes out and races against the famous brands, and in very spectacular fashion, it wins the race. And I was 6 years old when I saw this movie. And I saw it with my father, and when we walked out of the cinema in Stockholm where I live, I told my father, apparently he has reminded me, that's what I want to do when I grow up. I want to be like that bicycle repairman. So I had it kind of pre-programmed in my mind since I was a young kid that I wanted to build spectacular, fast, well-performing cars. And when I was 22 years old, in 1994, I had already started my first company as a 19-year-old. And I started a company when I was 19 because I understood it will take money to start a car company, and I didn't have so much. So I needed to make some money first. So I started the company with the idea of making some money. So it turned out to be selling plastic bags, pencils, frozen chicken, and whatever I could find someone wanting to buy, and where I could make a little bit of money. After 3 years, I had a few employees with me, and we made a little bit of money, and I said, if I don't start my car company now, I probably will never do it, because it will take a very long time, and it's going to be very difficult, and there weren't really any successful startup car companies in the world for the last 50 years or so at that point. So I understood the impossibility of it, and I think that's probably why I can stand here today and talk about it, that I did not believe it would be at all easy or like a fun thing to do, or that I would get a lot of support or anything. I understood it's going to be more or less impossible. A young person, the wrong person, in the wrong country, with very little finance, with no background, competing like this Norwegian bicycle repairman, but in reality. So it took us 2 years to build the first running car. It was very rough, but it ran, and it had a unique monocoque steel carbon fiber chassis, unique suspension. Engine was a bit more standard. The body, if you Google it or look on our Instagram or something, you can see it has some resemblance to what we see today, and it actually drove really well. We learned a lot over a very short period of time, and then we evolved and cycled and evolved, and in 2002 we introduced the CC8S to the world market and sold it to our first customers. And it immediately got the Guinness World Record for the most powerful production car in the world. In 2002, that meant 655 horsepower. That is what you will find in your average sedan, sporty sedan today, but at that time it was a world record. And I remember the media at the time said, oh, this is way too much, no one needs this much horsepower. And of course today the world has changed a little bit. 2 years later we introduced the CCR, which was an evolution of the CC8S. It had a little bit more horsepower again, 806 horsepower, so we beat our own world record for power. Again, a new Guinness record. And we're talking homologated cars, meaning emission approved, crash tested, and so on. We had airbags even back in the first car we delivered. It was fully European homologated. And this for a company of
Wie gut ist die Sicht von der Glatze? Ein gutes Bild.
Yeah, it's got 1500 horsepower, and just last year it managed to set the new world record. So 9 years since inception, and 6 years after the first delivery, it managed to break a world record against all new competition by driving 0 to 400 in 20.8 seconds and down to 0 again in 28.8 seconds. This is just unbelievable performance, and anyone who has driven a Regera can testify to its unique combination of extreme handling, extreme responsiveness, extreme
the body.
Ruf RTR, RTR, super duper mega special and rare. Phantom Coupe. Another Phantom Coupe. Very rare. All of those. Also ultra rare. Like really insanely rare. This, look at it. What is it? Mystic Designo Blue, I think is the color of it. Also bicolor, black. Also here on the fenders. This is saying Forstbetrieb, which means this guy drives it in the forest, and you can see it on the wheels. What is special about it? Look at the grill. Maybe now it rings the bell. It's a G65, which is totally insane, and they are not built anymore, sadly. This is the last generation of those. Speciali. Wie heißt denn die Kiste? Die Bumsbude hier. 308, keine Ahnung, stimmt, ja hier. 308, 308. It's saying it on the license plate. Then, also very special, an old roof 911. Just over there. And now it gets insane. Utopia. Insane. Pagani Utopia. Absolutely sick. It's just parked randomly in here. Not super randomly because it's the biggest, craziest car event here in Europe, but it's next to those cars. a Falterbach sign over there. That's cool. Monegasse, ein orthodoxer Russ und er ist noch behindert dazu. Extrem geil. Und er hat Pistazienkuchen am Start. Geile Monegasse. Ist extra angereist. Hm? So, this was it. I hope you enjoyed it. This was the Fuori Concorso video. The video of tomorrow of the Concorso de Eleganza over there at Villa d'Est will be on my channel as well. Thank you very much for watching.